Major escalation in other news into the federal investigation into former President Trump's actions after the 2020 election. We first told you about this yesterday. More than 30 people associated with Mr. Trump have now received federal grand jury subpoenas. So let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane to explain. That was a lot of reading for me. Anne-Marie, ladies first.
All right, Scott, let us begin with the obvious. What can you tell us about these subpoenas?
Yeah, at least 30 people associated with former President Trump have received these federal grand jury subpoenas. A lot of them went out last week, from what we're told. In at least 2 cases, not only were these associates of Donald Trump subpoenaed, but they had their phones seized as well. Based on what multiple knowledgeable sources have told us, the investigation by the grand juries into this alleged fake electors scheme to flip the 2020 election results into the money raised and spent to overturn the election, including by former President Trump's Save America PAC, and into his January 6th Stop the Steal rally. These grand jury subpoenas have been going out, but we know from our reporting at the courthouse here in Washington, this grand jury has been meeting over a series of weeks. We've seen people come and go from this courthouse. We'll be watching again later this week when the grand jury returns.
The Justice Department agreed with the Trump team's choice for an independent special master. What do we know about that person? Who's the front runner?
Yeah, that's that other investigation ongoing at the same time, David, this federal investigation into those records seized from Mar-a-Lago on August 8th. You'll recall the federal judge in Florida earlier this month put a halt to the criminal investigation of those records until an independent special master was called in to review the records first, then return them to the Justice Department for further inspection or further investigation. Both sides, the Department of Justice and the Trump legal team, have agreed on one name, Raymond Feely of New York, a federal judge who both said was okay for them, met their requirements. Judge Deary is somebody who has judicial experience as senior judge in New York, and Judge Deary was deemed acceptable by both sides. So we'll see what the timetable is moving forward, though. Anne-Marie and David, they haven't been clear about that. And this federal case in Florida just goes on and on with more filings, more hearings, and more arguments with no end date certain.
Yeah, I was surprised that they were able to agree on a name so quickly. I actually felt like that the process of choosing a special master would take so long that it would be the primary thing that sort of derailed this investigation. So speaking of that, what comes next in the investigation? Because I know that, Trump's attorneys have asked that these documents, that the Justice Department sort of halt their investigation until the special master can take a look at the documents.
Yeah, and the Department of Justice has been relatively emphatic here, saying they need to resume this criminal investigation of those seized records because it does damage. It's injurious to their investigation to hold up on that. What's more, they say there are open-ended questions about whether all the records have been retrieved. There were those empty folders marked classified, and the Department of Justice has argued they need to be certain that the records inside those folders are accounted for. Federal judge in Florida, it's in her hands right now, but the Department of Justice has poised an appeal to the Circuit Court of Appeals in Georgia. It's possible they plow forward with that if they can't get what they need from the federal judge in the Southern District of Florida.
Scott MacFarlane, when I listen to you, I just feel smarter.
My kids say otherwise.
Scott MacFarlane from our D.C. Bureau. Thank you, Scott.